Some good news to start this evening, released from the hospital. Only one person is still being treated tonight after the massive explosion rocked the Clifton neighborhood. We have more new coverage for you tonight from the WHAS 11 Night Team. I'm Doug Proffitt. 9 people have now been sent home, as we also learned very early this morning that 2 workers had died. Team coverage tonight, Clarice Shaley covering neighbors as they work to find out who's going to pay up for all of this damage to their homes. Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Aspen Hester on the growing concerns from the city's top leaders over the death of a worker whose body was found hours after rescuers had been told everybody was accounted for. Alex is back live right now in Clifton. You know, Alex, the mayor also pointed out today that the company was invited to the news conference this morning, but they did not come.
Right, Doug. The only time we've really heard from the company so far is in a press release that was sent to WHAS 11 this morning. And Mayor Greenberg did invite representatives of the company to the conference held this morning, but they did not show up. Now, initially, city leaders, including Greenberg and emergency services, were told that all of the company's employees were accounted for. But unfortunately, that was not the case. The fire department did find one body inside of the building underneath rubble late last night. And now that brings the death toll to now 2.
At some point they learned, oh, there might be one more person missing, and so I don't know, I just thought that was an odd way for things to play out. Like, they weren't sure about who was in the building.
Frustration after rescuers and city leaders were told quickly after the blast that all employees were accounted for, but it wasn't the case.
So we'd been told by the business that all of the employees were accounted for. Tragically, that was not the case.
The body of a worker was found under the massive debris of the food additive plant hours after the blast. For the first time, we learned how emergency leaders found out.
When the family started showing up, we started getting the calls back that said that, hey, there still may be someone else in the building.
Louisville EMS Executive Director Jody Myman said once crews were told by a family member that there could be other victims in the building, Louisville firefighters went right back inside.
They found that person within an hour, and they had to do a lot of debris removal, and then they were able to get them out in about 2.5 to 3 hours.
There was a tremendous level of trauma to this victim.
A fatal explosion felt by neighbor Matt Rosenfield.
And then the house shook, the couch shook. I heard glass rattle.
That could have ended in more tragedy.
Some of those buildings, facilities like that are made to blow out like that. So when they're made to blow out, it doesn't create pressure from an explosion inside.
As for the future of the plant in the Clifton neighborhood, Metro Council's Andrew Owen had a blunt answer.
The neighbors want the company gone.
For now, it's too early to say.
Business is complicated, and of course it's tragic, but what can be done in practice, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Now, this fatal explosion comes after an explosion in 2003 that killed 1 person. Now, out of respect for the victims and their families, at this time, the names of the employees are not being released. In Clifton, with photojournalist Aspen Hester, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 Night Team, on your side.